Alright, so today we're going to talk about some of the Ibanez guitars that were revealed at NAMM, the Winter NAMM 2025. I'm currently feeling a little sick. I'm working on some other videos, but I saw that there was some new stuff and some models in particular I really wanted to talk about. So this isn't a first initial reaction because obviously I've seen the guitars and thought, okay, I want to talk about this real quick. So this is a second kind of reaction. And by the way, I'm not sponsored by Ibanez. By the way, I've covered all the other guitars that were revealed before NAMM, so I did a video on that. Be sure to check that out if you like. So let's jump right in. I'm going to be looking at these on the computer right here. So I'm looking at the site and I see that there's 6 guitars shown for NAMM 2025. We've got a few T-style guitars, we've got a new Satriani, we've got a George Benson, and of course we have the 2 Korn models, which is what I want to be talking about right now. So let's take a look at the first Korn signature. We've got the Munky signature. It's all black, very cool, available in summer. First thing that stands out to me is, of course, that K7 inlay. Is that an arch top? Ooh, and we've got the U-bar here too. I'm guessing those pickups, those are probably Blaze, maybe PAF Blaze. Okay, Nyota body, ebony fretboard, very cool. Jumbo frets, so it doesn't say stainless steel. Let's talk about that real quick. Now, do you need stainless steel frets? Well, that's a great question. Personally, I'm a fan of stainless steel used as fret wire. I like the smoothness of the feel and I like the durability too. It gives nice peace of mind. However, I don't hate nickel silver frets. I've got a bunch of guitars that do have those. And so while I prefer the stainless steel, I don't dislike the feel of the typical nickel silver, the classic nickel silver, to really not want to play guitars with that. And I know there are a lot of people out there who do prefer the nickel silver frets. I'm pretty sure that probably for Ibanez guitars, like new Ibanez guitars, metal in general, there's a lot of people who do prefer stainless steel, like me, for example. So this might put off some people. All right, and I see that the radius, it's the 400 millimeter radius. So already I'm guessing this is probably going to be made in Indonesia. Maybe not made in Korea, we'll see. Nothing against Indonesian guitars. I have a bunch of guitars made in Indonesia that I really like. For example, my Solars. All right, we're looking, yep, the Blaze pickups, very nice. Ooh, and the Low Pro Edge 7 with U-bar, yeah, I love it. Really big fan of the Low Pro tremolo. The U-bar is that classic Korn touch. All right, then yeah, locking nut, there's the strings, yada yada. All right, yeah, and the K7 special inlay. Well, the inlay, and we can look at just the different profiles here. Is that an arch top? Very nice, kind of like an RGA. Really big fan of the RGA, but first let's talk about the inlay real quick. Now the thing is, when I'm buying a guitar, I'm not opposed to buying signature guitars. I think they're cool, especially the more unique looking ones. I have the Pia, I have the Paul Gilbert, the Fireman, the FRM 350. And so especially the Pia 2, the Steve Vai guitar, that's pretty obviously his guitar. So I'm not opposed to playing that. However, there's something, for me personally, there's something about the band name or letters on the guitar, things like that, K7. So for me, I might not want to buy these guitars just because it says K7. But if I had to play them, like if I had to borrow them for a show or for a recording session or something, I wouldn't be opposed to that whatsoever. What do you think about inlays on signature guitars? Are they for you? Be sure to comment down below. So yeah, the body looks like it is that kind of RGA arch top, and I'm a huge fan of the RGA, so I am really happy, even though these are signature models and not prestige or not standard lines, I'm still happy to see more of the arch top body, the RGA kind of body shown. Back when I was learning guitar, I mean, I'm still learning, but I am too, but back in the day when I was first picking up guitar, Ibanez RGA was one of my dream guitars that I wanted. So great to see more of these. All right, and from there we just have a typical 3-way switch. Love it. Has a volume and a tone. I never used the tone, but I do appreciate that it's there. All right, now let's look at the other one, and it looks like it's the Head signature. So Head is coming back to Ibanez, and this one's white, and it looks like it has the black accent. Oh, there's black accents and the kind of carveaways, the cutaways on the horns. Ooh, I see one volume, no tone, and this one has an Evertune. I'm guessing those are Blaze pickups. We'll see in a second. Also has the K7 inlay. But yeah, the Evertune, that's very interesting because personally, I'm a fan of the Evertune. I appreciate how it holds things in tune. It can do things like prevent pitch drift, especially on the low 7th string. So it's a great recording tool, great peace of mind, great for staying in tune live. So I like it, but I do recognize also that the Evertune bridge, it does change how the guitar feels to play. It feels way different than a fixed bridge. It feels different than, say, a Low Pro 7 on the Munky signature. So already I'm thinking this is pretty smart because you've got one signature with one style of bridge, and you've got the other signature with the other style of bridge. That gives some pretty good options. If you don't mind the inlay, if you don't mind playing a signature guitar, and you're fine with either the white or the black, this will give you some good options for getting a 7-string with the RGA body. Now let's see, let's scroll down. Oh, very cool. Okay, so it's natural. It's not black, it's natural. Very classy. Very nice. It is a little bit tempting, but again, for me personally, that inlay doesn't do it for me. Okay, yeah, and this has the Wizard 2.7. Okay, so I'm also guessing this is probably going to be made in Indonesia. Everything else seems pretty similar. I mean, obviously the hardware is gold, not black. It's got the blazes, same strings. All right, very cool, very cool. Again, a 3-way switch, 1 volume, no tone, nice and simple. So there we go, the Korn signature models. Really excited to see both guitarists with Ibanez guitars now. Definitely a big fan of the choice, the options these two guitars give you between having a trem or having an Evertune. And why these guitars might be made in Indonesia, probably for accessibility to lower the price so more people can buy them. I think Indonesia has come a long way too in guitar manufacturing. Indonesian guitars these days are pretty great, I gotta say. Again, I'm a real big fan of the Solars I have. And I have an Axion label S, I think it's the S671, the ALB. And that's made in Indonesia too, and that's been pretty solid so far. So we can go over these other guitars real quick too. The George Benson, very interesting. I'm primarily a solid body electric guitar player, so I don't know too much about the hollow bodies, but it looks pretty classy. We got brown sunburst, natural. We've got black. Ooh, I like that. Although my favorite color scheme is black and gold because my cat is a black cat with yellow eyes. All right, and the specs look pretty typical. All right, ebony bridge, very nice. Medium frets with prestige fret edge treatment. Okay, maybe this is made in Japan. And it's got a 24.7-inch scale length. Very interesting, it's not 24.75. Not sure if this is typical for this line of guitar. You probably might not be able to notice too much between this and a 24.75-inch scale length. And it looks like, ooh, the nut is half bone and half brass. I guess you get the best of both worlds. Very interesting. A very classy looking guitar. All right, let's jump back. We've got a new Joe Satriani. It's this shiny gold one. That is ridiculous. That's outrageous. Looks like we've got the sustainer, 24 frets. I remember the old ones had 22. Of course, gold. That's going to be a nightmare to not get fingerprints on. So it does look cool. I don't know if it's for me. Okay, it's got the classic, the square heel. Not the end of the world, not too bad. I've grown to start to like the square heel because I've got the RG550 Genesis and that has that square heel. I think it's the square tilt, whatever it's called. It's not so bad. Looks like a pretty typical Joe Satriani model otherwise. All right, and we have this Josh Smith one. Very nice. Mint Sand. I don't know about that color name because you think mint, you think something tasty, and then you hear sand. So now you've imagined sand in your mouth. Not really a big fan of that kind of imagery, but okay, it has his 21 frets that he's got. It's got the humbucker in the neck and the telly bridge for those tones. I can understand. Looks like a telly in just this kind of off-white color, and it has an ash body, all right, and a bone nut. Very, very nice. And of course, you've got the traditional telly saddles. So it seems like if you like traditional tellies, this might be for you. With the exception of the neck pickup isn't a single coil, it's the humbucker. And then last but not least, we've got the Larry Basilio. Looks like we've got a new color. Okay, yeah, there's the purple we had before, and it comes in white and now black. Very nice. Like I mentioned, the black and the gold is my favorite color scheme. Ash body again, nice and light. Bone nut again, very cool. Oh, and this has the jumbo stainless steel frets. Very nice. With prestige fret edge treatment. Very, very nice. Wow, look at that switching diagram. Okay, so you can do a lot of stuff. I'm going to be honest, I typically prefer 2 humbuckers, 3-way switch. I like things nice and simple. Maybe a coil split or something like that. But I can definitely see the appeal of having all these pickups and all these options, just in case you need to make different tones on the fly. And of course, with the neck and the middle pickup, you can get that classic position 4 tone. Definitely a versatile guitar. Having the humbucker and the bridge is going to allow you to do, I guess, a lot of metal stuff, because I'm thinking about what I would use it for, and I primarily like to play with the distortion and the palm mutes and all that. But having the single coil in the neck and that middle single coil is going to open up a lot of other tones too. So there you have it, just some thoughts on these guitars that look like they've been released for NAMM. Again, I'm not there. I'm at home sick, but very cool to see. Definitely the most excited about these Korn models. But what were you excited to see? What did you like to see? Did you wish for anything else? Did you have any other thoughts? Of course, this is YouTube, so I have to say the YouTube things. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, print out every frame and mail it, join the Discord, check out the Patreon, become a channel member, and as always, peace.